Welcome back. This is an amazing time in the world when it is super essential to be enthusiastic and optimistic about your life and your direction. The truth is, you can't be optimistic about your life if you haven't decided on a direction to go in. If you aren't clear about how your life is going to look, you won't be very excited about it, you won't be optimistic about your life, and you won't be filled with much enthusiasm. And so somebody asked me, why are you so optimistic, Haiku? And how did this happen? And what created this? And I said, it was around, well, perhaps it was even sooner. My whole life I was probably optimistic. But to make this relatable, I was like, okay, so it started when I was 13, and I decided I'm going to create the life that I want instead of the life that I'm living. I'm going to change my life and change things about it to make me feel better about it. We're going to decide how my life is going to look, how every day is going to play out. I'm going to control the flow of events and what I decide to take action on. Because you can always control that. You can control how you feel internally and what you're going to take action on and what you're going to focus on. So you can have a lot of things that you have as goals or you want to focus on or you want to do or accomplish. But the truth is, if you aren't optimistic and you aren't enthusiastic about these goals, you won't be able to gather much help from other people because they won't feel the same level of enthusiasm. So the best way to get the mentors, the assistance that is required to get from where you are to where you want to go is by getting people's help. You can spend a long time reading books, but if you get someone's input from a mentor, someone who's already there, you will cut years off of your learning curve. Because your learning curve is how long it takes you to learn a subject, any subject that you want. And you aren't going to decide to dive into a subject and explore it until you've decided what you want your life to look like. So when you decide what you want your life to look like, then you can finally create what you need to study on. You'll know what you want to study on. You'll have your goal laid out. So you say, okay, here's my area of study. I want to be healthier. You can go in, you can look up internet research, independent study, stuff like that. We'll be looking this stuff up and you'll say, okay, let me find the right websites, let me find the right resources and the books and look all this stuff up. Then you're going to get very far, but if you can find someone who's already there, they will cut so much time off your curve. And the best way to do this, to experience somebody like this, is by asking them questions. Instead of just having their curriculum laid out, their predetermined curriculum, you can ask them questions about what it is they do and how they know it. And when you are asking these questions, they'll give you what you need without all the stuff you don't need, and that is why it's going to be more efficient to go and get someone's help for this. But what is stopping you from taking action? Is it that your goals aren't worthy? Is it that you don't have goals or you don't have dreams? And I say no, it's not that. It's because you aren't optimistic about your dreams. You aren't optimistic enough to set high enough dreams that drive you and create enthusiasm inside of you. Because you can fake this stuff all you want. You can fake beliefs and you can fake the meaning behind something. But if you decide what something's going to be before you do it, then you'll be exactly where you want to be. You're going to decide, what is something going to mean? And how can you create the beliefs behind that? You need to find the empowering beliefs, get rid of the disempowering beliefs, because the empowering belief is, how can you do it? What is someone else doing better than you, and how can you learn from them? Disempowering belief is they are lucky. They just have it luckier. They have it easier than you. But everyone has to take action, and everyone needs to go after their goals and their dreams. So what can you do to go after your goals and your dreams right now? And decide to take action and create enthusiasm. So, number one on enthusiasm is be excited. Celebrate all the little wins when you can get through everything. If anything cool happens, say, woo! Put your hands in the air. Do something that makes you excited about living. Because if you aren't excited about living and you don't feel good about it, then you won't be enthusiastic about it. And we experience other people's emotions and we experience other people's feelings through the vibration, through the energy, through the eyes, through being around them. And this is how you can take something for an empowering belief to a disempowering belief. When you aren't sharing with people, when you are around people who are actually bringing that down, that's the meaning you attach to it. So you need to get really good at your beliefs that say, when someone's very critical, this is not because they're focusing on the negative, but because they have a valid point, and you can learn something from that, because there is problems in the world, and there is solutions in the world. And the world is neither a good nor bad place, which also means there's a lot of evil in the world. If you can accept that, you can also simultaneously accept how much good there is in the world and how much there is that can benefit from you and benefit you directly. So if you look around and really look at what we've done a massive amount of progress and we've made so much amazing stuff. A lot of bad things have happened to get us here. But that's not going to slow us down because we're optimistic about the future. Because the second thing about optimism is believing in the positive outcome. Looking for the best case scenario and working towards that. Because the truth is, what do you think? Is the best case scenario always going to happen? Or is it not always going to happen? Taking the best perspective is the empowering way to go. And when you're empowered by your perspective, you'll never want to give up. You will never stop. And this is what optimism is about. It's about creating an indomitable spirit and creating a drive inside of you that is helping you focus towards your goals with laser-like precision without stopping. So choose your path carefully. Choose your perspective carefully. And see, are you looking at the positive outcome? Are you looking at the best outcome for yourself? Or are you looking at what could go wrong? Are you looking at why it feels hard, or are you looking at why it feels good? Because both things are happening right now. The only question is, what are you going to focus on? Because this is all about your emotional state, the emotional state of excitement. If you want people to get on board with your projects or buy your course, because in the high vibration here, we are creators. And I'm here to create content to help you create, to empower you, to be creative, to share with you my leadership principles and ideas and empowering beliefs that you can use to go out and create what you want to create, because I will empower you to create exactly what you want to. But the truth is, it's going to be really fun whatever happens. The best case scenario doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be fun. And the worst case scenario doesn't mean it's going to be bad. But it's what are you going to focus on and what emotional state are you going to carry with you through the world? How are you going to choose to feel? Because you can choose how you want to feel every day. It's up to you to choose this. And if you don't choose this, you are going to be sad, or you're going to experience negative emotions because you're not focused on how you want to feel. And the meaning and belief around this is very important. If you can believe in what you want to do, if you can believe in your goals and your projects, and not let a temporary setback or a temporary negative emotional state get in your way of success, you will always make it to the end and you will always crush it. So thank you very much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and see the best in every situation. Peace.